she worries that she done something wrong. Nā mai, haere mai, and welcome to the final Wednesday Night League for 2024 here at Mount Smart Stadium, number 2. What a cracking night we have for you. The second game tonight is the Championship Grand Final for women between Atatu and Richmond. But first up, it is going to be a cracking final regular season round match between Glenora and the Atatu Roosters. Hello, folks. Stephen McIver and Crystal Rota is in the house. And Coach, I've got to say, Atatu, they can lock down position 3 as they head into the finals tonight. But the question is, how do you approach that?
Oh, you just approach it as you would any other game. Obviously, there is a little bit more pressure being finals footy, but you keep progressing and you keep, building on what you've started through the pre-season and the general season. So Atatu are tracking well, and I know that they're going to be hunting for a good one out here tonight. Well,
Glenora will be full of confidence. If you remember on Wednesday Night League last week, they got their first win of the season. So I suppose that what's going through my head is it hangover time, so to speak, or do you use that as confidence to try and get win number 2 to finish the season in style?
Well, when you've had one season game that you've won, you kind of want to finish the season on a high with getting another win. And if you've been struggling a little bit, you just want to go out there and enjoy some footy alongside your mates. And I'm sure Glenora will come out here tonight and just want to do that.
Alrighty, so how does the table stack up into the regular season? Well, basically the 6 is sorted. Remember, 1 and 2 get sort of that week off, and then the 3 plays 6 and 4 plays 5. The question is, Manukau sitting there in that 7 spot, they need to beat Mount Albert by 31 if they are going to make the playoffs. But to beat anyone by 31, that is a hard deal. Anywho, big game up tonight. Can Atatu lock down number 3? Let's hear from the coaches. Leela, last game of the regular season and your finals bound for Atatu. What's the plan tonight?
The plan tonight is just go over our basics. I thought last week were a bit sketchy, so I think tonight our plan is just to get the little things right. So, yeah.
Must be nice to know you're going to play finals football, but you currently sit 3. You could actually jump to 2 at the end of the night with a win, but to stay 2 and to get the week off, what are you waiting for?
We're waiting for, obviously, a good performance tonight, and then hopefully Otahu get up on Richmond on the weekend.
Are you mindful that Glenora got their first win of the season, so their backs will be up?
We're mindful. Glenora got nothing to lose tonight, so they'll be coming out tonight, bashing us, so we're mindful for that.
Leroy, congratulations on the win last week. How much confidence is that thrown into the team for tonight?
Well, I want to take this perfect opportunity to thank our sponsors, our committee members, and all the old boys at the club, especially my staff that have been there with me all through the whole season, Manager Cass Smith, Assistant Coach Sawape Kavaleku, and our 2 ball boys, LJ Alapaki Fa'avesi and Richie Kavaleku. Season's going great.
Well, it's been a hard season. Are you in the frame of mind, do you feel, after training this week, you can bag win number 2 to just finish the season on the right note?
Yeah, I think what's costing us is the opportunities, not taking the opportunities with 2 hands. I think that's a lot what we learned this year, is taking all those opportunities, making sure that we keep the game nice and simple, not overcomplicated.
Can we see Michael Vaionu have a crack again? He got a massive hit, first tackle of the game last week, but he got back up and kept going. That's a huge message to the rest.
Yeah, Michael's a machine, just like the rest of the boys in the team. They're all machines. So Michael, we saw that big hit from last week, but they didn't show that he got up and ran it 2 times more after that.
So the machine well-oiled for this one tonight?
I hope so. I'm hoping that we go through unscathed and, just have a good time.
So that's what the coaches think. The last one, Leroy Vese for the Glenora Bears. And if you were part of Wednesday Night League last week, they celebrated like they'd won the championship. Stephen McIver and Crystal Rota here for the last Wednesday Night League at a very cold night at Mount Smart number 2. So you never know what's going to happen, do you?
No, you never know in footy. It's you got to take it every game as it comes. And just like that coach was saying, he just wants his boys to go out there and have some fun.
I sensed from the coaching staff of Atatu, who we see get ready to come onto the park, that they feel comfortable about the result tonight. They will temporarily go into the number 2 spot with a win, and I think the message I'm getting from them is just pure confidence.
Yeah, you would be when your team's tracking how the Roosters are currently. So yeah, he'll have a lot of confidence in his team and their abilities and what they're able to go out there and do tonight.
Here are the Atatu Roosters. Keep your eye on Zion Ioka, because he can score and he can kick. Up front, Loto Suli, Kalan Clyde and Tavita Suli. They will be the men running through. And Sean Tempest and the number 313 jersey, picking up a try last week, and plenty of power on the bench. That is the Atatu Roosters facing up against the Glenora Bears, who young and keen and ready to go, and provided lots of entertainment for us last week. But gee whiz, I mean, when you get down to the second to last weekend and you get a win, it must have been a long season.
Oh, it would have been a long season when you're struggling, to get wins. It becomes really hard, and I've been in a team like that. But, when it comes to the back end in your last game, all you want to do is just go out there alongside your mates and have some fun.
How much closer do you become as a team in a losing season?
Oh, you become a lot closer, depending on, if players stick around, because in teams like that, sometimes players leave. But if you stick around and the team stays solid together, you only build for the following years.
It's a funny thing, isn't it? Really, you grow closer when you really want to be winning and doing the same thing. That's the lineup for them. Not too many there's quite a number of positional changes, but I just want to take you to number 10 off the bench, and Suapi Kavaluki. Last week he came on and absolutely carved up. A solid, big unit, solid 20 minutes, and it was that sort of interchange effort that changed the nature of the game for Glenora. So look out for them. Joseph Green is the man in the middle this evening. As always, the two regular touchies that are doing such a good job in Wednesday Night League, David Miller and Lopa Uvale for us. So it's the last round of the regular season in Wednesday Night League for the Fox Memorial Premiership. It's Atatu up against Glenora. It's a cool night. Very cool night. I'd like to suggest it's cooler than 13 degrees right now, Crystal, but we are good to go for the first of two games. Later on tonight, the Women's Championship final between Glenora and Richmond. Otara and Richmond. Here we go to start off the first of our doubleheader. And Glenora with first use of the ball. And, well, funny is it? No, it's Michael Vaiono again, who took first hit up last week and got absolutely clattered by Saul Tauhinu. This is Robbie Nathan. I tell you what, for a man of his size, he's got light feet. James Tulisi. So 3 good runs already by the Bears. Vaiono, second carry in the set. Good leg drive, takes 3 of the Roosters to get him down. Papani, he was good last week. Just outside the 40 for Phoenix Unapo. But what a kick. Now, if he'd been inside, would have been even better.
Oh, it would have been better if he was inside, but still a good set from Glenora to get down where they want to be defending. Some solid defence from the Atatu Roosters, getting numbers and tackles and really slowing the ball down of the Glenora Bears. But let's see what the Roosters can do from here.
Strong first set by the Bears. They'd want that because last week a lot of unforced errors by both sides, and the Bears were guilty of it as well. So Roosters' first use of the ball in Wednesday Night League. Oh, that's what you do. That's how you defend a set. You see one of the Bears players slipping. We've said every Wednesday night when there's a bit of a dew on this field, it can be quite treacherous.
It's very slippery.
That was Tavita Suli playing the ball, one of 4 Suli brothers. And now there's a good run. Look at that. Right through the middle. That's Kalan Clyde. This is going to be a good end to the set. How does it finish? They go to the air. And beautifully taken by John Vake.
Yeah, Papani looks like he's injured down at the back.
Oh, he's back on the about 38-metre line on the other half, so they'll just hold for a moment. Papani was good. He was really good last week. Was busy and just, like you like to be as a hooker, really busy getting out there, trying to put pressure on the opposition defence.
Oh, yeah, definitely. unfortunately, I didn't get to see that game last week because we were the game
You
previous.
were celebrating the win.
But I like an exciting hooker that does a lot of work. But, yeah, it looks like he's holding on to his back.
This was the run by Kalan Clyde, dragged down by shorts in the end and then finished off over the top. But Vake taking the high ball, taking it solidly. Malakai Kupu comes on, scored 2 tries off the bench last week. So Papani. Robbie Nathan looks up. He finds Carlos Donald Brown. Kupu first use of the ball. Looks up, sees Sunia Tamale. Oi! Got to be careful. Watch the horizontal, as we all know. Gee, both sides are strong indeed at the moment, aren't they? I know it's early in the game, but there's real intent.
Oh, yeah, you can see with some of the contact, it's very physical early in the game. Let's see who can maintain that throughout the full game.
Oh, and hang on, that's well inside the 40 by Phoenix Hunapo. But there was the 20, so missed it probably about 5 metres. But again, another solid finish and the execution on 5.
Yeah, they're getting to the back end of their sets, getting in a good kick.
That wasn't bad, hey?
It wasn't bad, yeah. Good kick, another good kick.
So all the pressure is coming from Glenora at the back end of their set, but in saying that, Te Atatu in their first set of the match were able to go through pretty comfortably. They'll have to keep their eye on Kalan Clyde. Nice work by Carlos Donald Brown trying to stop him, but he just finally drags Robin Herbert down. Wow, Donald Brown is just throwing himself at the Roosters. It's like a one-man defensive wall at the moment. Good strong carry by John Sully. Did I say there are 4 brothers out there?
No.
4 Sully brothers
There's
out there.
4 Sully brothers.
Good run by Sean Tempest, picked up a try last week. Here's Clyde. The kick goes in by Kadiye Ioka and easily taken by Montel Tuese. Get the feeling they're just feeling each other out right now. I think particularly the coaching staff of Glenora, Leroy Fa'avesi, will be happy about one thing. There's just no unforced errors here. They're just working through their sets clinically.
Yeah, keeping it simple. Although there's quite, some good defense from the Roosters, there's keeping it simple and getting to a good kick.
That was a hell of a play. But look at this, Malakai Kupu now from dummy half. Good strong run on the back of that run by Mark Tuisalenga, and they get the penalty. Interesting. Stepped up the speed of the play of the ball, caught Te Atatu out.
Oh, yeah, that was a good run from dummy half. Always know if there's a marker down, take that opportunity. And that was done in that instance. Done well, and they've reaped the rewards by getting a penalty here, some more easy yards for them to march up the field.
Phoenix Hunapo. Now that's what you call a touch finder. Well played, Phoenix Hunapo. So good place to start. You set 10 out from the opposition line. Now Moore looks up. He finds Tuisalenga. Tuisalenga almost through. Kupu's waiting, looks up, finds Nathan. Robbie's pushing, still going. Not getting much. Look, he's trying to drag them across the line. Keep your eye on Kupu in 22. You never know what can happen. Pushes it out, finds Hunapo, looks up. They move it back way. Back it comes inside. Strong defense by the Roosters. I tell you what, to try and crack this chicken coop, you're going to have to be good. Little ball through. There's a good runner coming, but just too strong from Hunapo. Opportunity missed, but good signs from the Bears.
Oh, very good sign from the Bears. Hunapo's kicking game has definitely been a point of difference for the Glenora Bears. Just a little bit heavier on that kick.
Tell you what, Robin Herbert must have grease all over him because they can't touch him. He just slipped through him. That's a hell of a carry to get them up to the 40-metre line on tackle 1. That's Pinu Fingota being tackled. 5 out from halfway, and they give away a cheap penalty. Robbie Nathan, no. Coach won't want that.
No, he did well in that instance when he went to make that tackle. Could have been a crusher, but he readjusted. But then, unfortunately, he was on for too long.
It's funny how the momentum shifts again. This time, Atatu quick play the balls, and the lack of quickly readjusting costs the other team. In this case, it's the Glenora Bears. Atatu ball to Vita Suli. Meets Robbie Nathan again, who has been busy all night. Tries to slow the ball down. Killaan Clyde looks up. Who does he find? He finds Lotto Suli.
Get up from now and square. Go, no markers.
Now Clyde. Here comes Ioka. Oh, good ball. Goes out to Penu Fingota and...
You've got to pull it back into you. Got to pull it back into him.
Forward pass.
Yeah.
Knock on.
Knock on, my apologies. So that's Zion Ioka. And right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
It's a beautiful line run, though. But
Oh, I'll tell you what, that run by Fingota.
Yeah.
Beautiful line run. I'll tell you what, someone's going to be pretty happy here tonight because they're giving away $5,000 worth of Heart Sports equipment. And don't forget, of course, the annual Rugby League Awards are on August 24, celebrating those that have had a great season. Just check aucklandrugbyleague.co.nz for details of how you can be there. Yeah, Heart Sport, $5,000 worth of sports gear being given away tonight.
in the crowd?
In the crowd. But there's a nice little twist. The person that gets chosen will get $500 worth of Heart Sport gear. The extra $4,500 goes to their Auckland Rugby League club.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. Heart Sport have come on board and are doing a really good job and making sure that all clubs are outfitted properly and looking after them. He said inside 40. Do they get the bounce? Whoa, they better be careful. Where does it bounce? Oh, goes dead. That boot on Phoenix Hunapo at the moment is almost on point and could prove very dangerous if Te Atatu don't keep their heads up.
Yeah, he's putting the Roosters under a lot of pressure with his kicking game, that's for sure.
They're responding though, aren't they? They are responding. Clyde. Ooh, a little bit of a juggle.
Hey, off the back. And square. Hold. Wait.
Te Atatu ball, that's a healthy run.
Get out, Carlos.
That's
Hold.
Buchanan, looks up, finds Tempest. Great last name, that Tempest. It was a windy, stormy day. You could call it a tempest. Oh, good front-on tackle by Carlos Donald Brown. He has been just putting his body on the line. And it has been just good to watch. Ioka, he finds Hickey. Hickey steps off his right, comes back inside.
Last single Phoenix. Back here.
5 and last for the Roosters. What can they offer up? Will they go to the air or put it through the hands? They decide at this point to go through the hands. Ioka kicks for his opposition player and intercepted by Sunia Tamale. Now here's the question. Can he be run down by Robert Herbert in the number 1? Tamale is going all the way. Intercept start for the Glenora Bears. And right under the post to start off the scoring in Wednesday Night League. Sunia Tamale.
What a brilliant try.
I tell you what, you knew they were going through the hands, but it's that pass that just goes a little bit too high. And for a player in the line there, is this just simply about timing and reading it? Because those aren't easy, right?
100%. I was looking at the defensive line, and he's actually a little bit back, but then he reads this well. He sees the kick come across, jumps, got some hops there, but also got pace to burn.
Got some hop. Sonia Tamale's got some hop, baby.
No one was catching him.
And Sonia Tamale gets the first try of the evening. In Wednesday Night League, brought to you by the Auckland Rugby League. Wherever you are watching this on the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel or Sky Sport, that's what we like to try and do, provide some entertainment. And it's Glenora providing it early. That'll make them feel good too. Well, maybe that win last week, the first of the season, has done them some good. This is Phoenix Hunapo. As we have said, boot is certainly working tonight. This should be straightforward. Wow. How about that for a walk-up? That was quite dramatic. That's a dramatic run-up, isn't it? But it's the full set. And 6-0, Glenora leads Atatu in Wednesday Night League. How about that?
I've never seen anything like it, to
I
be
thought he was
honest.
going to start dancing. Like the start of a really good move. Bang, bang, bang. Just needed a bit of music. We could have provided extra entertainment. So Hunapo gets the extras. We were just talking about dancing too being in the Olympics. Break dancing is in the Olympics for the very first time. Starts actually tonight.
Is it?
On Sky Sport. Not the break dance. And they're calling it breaking, not break dancing. It's breaking. The young New Zealand football team start their campaign overnight. And it's live on Sky Sport, which has 12 exceptional channels to watch as much of the Olympics as you want, plus a gold channel, which is the best of everything, and also live. That's good defense. That's Malakai Kupu. I wonder whether all that defense that Atatu have been doing is just starting to take its toll just a little bit. Again, kicks inside the 40, but how big is this one? Well, he might just get this one again. How close is this? Wait for it. Oh, short,
just.
but not by much. Look at this. Well inside. That's like almost a 50-20.
Oh. Just unlucky.
How frustrating is that if you're on the opposition side and you've got someone that's got a decent boot?
Oh, yeah. Well, it can be tiring because you're having to return the ball from so much further than you would be if you didn't have a good kicker.
Ooh, Robbie Nathan pushing Joseph Green, the referee, a little bit. But again, look at this defense. James Tulisi, first contact. And again, Robbie Nathan involved. A reminder that we have to figure out who the Health Basics player of the match will be a little bit later on. Crystal. That's just a nice carry by Sean Tempest to get the Roosters into it. Look out, here comes Kalan Clyde again. Spotted a gap and then walks straight into James Tulisi. Game is picked up against. Tempo up. They go to the air through Kariyaioka. And again, nicely taken at the back by the Glenora Bears.
Pull him out, Phoenix. Get away from there, Six. Over now, Sean. Here, hold. Yeah. Sean off the back. Here, Sid. Wait.
Oh, I thought that Hunapo wanted a crack, but instead Bruno Tuivai wants to try and bulldoze his way through the defence. Just inside, he's decided to grub it, and it pays off. Phoenix Hunapo is having a cracker of a first half to this point. Crikey Dick, it's all Glenora at the moment. Coach Leroy Favese will be over the moon at what he's seeing. I think both sides are going to a penalty apiece. Just noting that Lonnie Papania is fit. He's coming back on, and they've subbed him for Malakai Kupu, who, I've got to say, was a great replacement, wasn't he?
Oh, definitely.
So under 24 minutes to play. Bears ball. This is Limekinamoa. Here's Papani. First touch back on. This is Tulisi. Puts the big right shoulder down. Tries to get some more. Gets stopped. 10 out. Can they score again? Little short ball. Well taken. They chop down Mark Tuisilanga. Nathan looks up. Steps. Oh, steps. Still stepping. Must have watched his mate Phoenix, but dance moves. Tuivai looks up, finds Phoenix. Good run, good strong run from Tuivai. Five and last. Do they go to the air or grubber? They go to the air. Who's waiting? Looks good. Now, who is that come off? And is it a try? Is it a try to Lemeki Namor? This will be the key. Who did it come off and was it knocked forward by Glenora? Yes, it was knocked on by Atatu, and the Bears are in again. This time, Lemeki Namor.
Wowee.
It deserves a wowee. This boot of Unipo right now has got golden tinge to it.
Yeah, just the weight of the boot. It could have been a bit of a risk to put the ball up like that, and especially the depth he had on it, because if they had a quarter on a full, it would have been a tap at the 20, but it wasn't to be.
Wow. Rob Tuigamala got it, but I just wonder whether there was a hand. I've got to say, whether there was a hand in there. Watch the hand here by the Glenora player.
Yeah,
just a thought was Sunia Tamali's hand involved, but no. Touch judge Paul Valley was there, said no, all clean, and it's another try to the Glenora Bears to Lemeki Namor. 10-0 and the kick to come. Take a look at this wind-up. Phoenix, Hunapo. I've got to look at this close and see actually what he does when he winds himself up. He takes a big step back and then comes in from the side. He goes left and then back. Watch closely at this one.
Off the post, 4. Off the post.
Big step back. Little crab to the left and strikes it. And does he get it around? Oh, no. Shaves the right hand upright. Extra's not added, but it's all Glenora at the moment. They lead the Atatu Roosters 10-0. Well, you got to say, I love that entertainment, and that run-up is a cracker. Atatu with the restart. Lotosuli is off, and Fine Vako Takakala is on in 17. And also on is Jackson Pako. He is on for Tavita Suli. This is a great run first up from Donald Brown.
Okay, headway 17, upwards clear.
Bears ball. Here's Vaiono. Hasn't had anyone try and be a missile at him tonight, as Saul Tauhinu was last week. It probably was the hit of the year. That was a nice soft hands from Robbie Nathan.
Here, hold, wait.
Tuisalinga fancies the old goosey. Hunapo with the kick and under pressure. One of his legs were taken away from him. Will they get a penalty from that? And they do.
Yep, they do. Taken out late.
And you don't see that a lot anymore, but knowing that you just can't take out the kicker. But that was pretty blatant.
It's just not worth the risk, having to do another whole set of defence.
Well, it was Sean Tempest, and look, you know, you look at it on replay, landing was fine, but you just don't know, right?
Yeah.
But look, they've just given away another 30 metres and put them in an attacking position again. 20 out from the Atatu line, and the Bears want more. Here's your try scorer, Lemeki Namor, the last one to score. They're almost at the 10-metre mark. This is another good run. Tuisalinga goes close. They're struggling to contain Big Mark. Tuivai still going. Good leg drive once more. Papani waiting. Options. Decides to go the right-hand side. Drops the ball back in. Do they go close? Roosters hold them up. Slow play by Tulisi. Hunapo, bit of a goosey. This is Bruno Tuivai again. 5 and last. Little grubber this time. Comes off a player and play on. So they survive the raid by the Bears. Just.
Yeah, just. Another good attacking set, though, from the Glenora Bears.
Got to be careful, though. You can keep throwing. You're not scoring, and then almost before you know it, the other team gets up the other end. This is Vako Takakala in the headgear in 17, fresh off the bench, first run. It's Penua Fingota, scored a try last week for the Roosters. Kalan Clyde looks left. They drop one back in. 5 and last. Work to do by the Roosters, trailing by 10. High ball has looked, but it's gone backwards. Oh, look out! And try! And it's your bench boy. It's Fine Vako Takakala. This time they didn't get the ball solid on the high ball. And Fine Vako Takakala scores for the Te Atatu Roosters.
Yeah, that was unfortunate off the back of, a couple of good attacking sets from the Glenora Bears to then, get it storming up the field with the Roosters. Beautiful kick put up, unable to regather that.
Now, I have to ask a question here. Was there a knock-on there by Kalan Clyde as he came to attack the ball? Watch this. Was there a knock-on by Clyde here? There. Now, wait for it. Was there... No. Oh, I'm going to have to say no. I'm not going to try and call out the referee on that one, but gee whiz, I would have loved to see a closer look here. So comes off, and then there, the left hand, was that knocked on by the Roosters? No try. Well, that's the call from my director. He's saying no try as well. So Director Dan is our bunker, but guess what? No bunker. So Vako Takakala scores for the Roosters. 10-4 and the kick to come for Te Atatu. Soape Kavaluki is on for the Glenora Bears, and Robbie Nathan's getting a spell, and William Vake is on for James Tulisi. So a double change for the Bears. Oh, Ioka has sprayed that one. So Zion Ioka is not going to get the extras for Te Atatu. So it's 10-4, good buddy, in the first half of Wednesday Night League, and it's the Bears leading the Roosters. And just a reminder here, Glenora Bears right down the bottom of the table, second to last. I hate the sound of that. And the Te Atatu Roosters heading towards finals football, currently sitting at number 3. And there's your try scorer, Fine Vako Takakala. Under 15 minutes to play. Still to come later on this evening, the Women's Championship Final. Atatu versus Richmond. So Glenora with the restart. It's high and nicely taken. And here comes your try scorer off the back fence. And does a good job, still going. Runs into Michael Vaiona, who is no stranger to contact. Clyde looks up. They've got motion going now. Bears better look around. They'll be feeling good about that 4-pointer. Oh, good shot. Someone's suggesting that it's a shoulder charge. Yep, shoulder charge courtesy of Mak Tuisalenga.
Yeah, didn't wrap the arms.
It was Jackson Parko who felt the heat of the shoulder charge. Now hasn't momentum suddenly swung the way of the Roosters. Bears have to be on alert now. Here he is again. Took the first hit up from the kickoff. That's Vako Takakala, 10 out. Roosters now. Confidence will be high. They're a bit short on that right-hand side. Good. Right down low, and Tempest is stopped in his track by the man that gave away the penalty to Isalenga. Motion and Kariye Ioka. They look up! And Clyde is through. Kalan Clyde spotted the gap. They were going backwards, the Bears, and just weren't alert enough. And the little hooker, Kalan Clyde, scores quickly now for the Te Atatu Roosters. And it's 10-8, the Bears.
Yeah, good ruck identification. There was actually no dummy half there. He come in late, spotted some space, got nice and low to get the second try for the Te Atatu Roosters. Good lead-up work, though. It's been some, good ruck speed from the Te Atatu Roosters. But he did well to identify where there was space behind the ruck and score that try.
Just got to be careful, don't you? Good sides will make poorer sides pay.
Yeah, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and that's always proven. You can start strong, but you've got to maintain that momentum, maintain that lead, and continue with the intensity you start with.
How did you finish the Papakura social at the weekend?
Finish strong, always finish the social
finish
strong.
Yeah.
With my princess moves.
Yeah, I'm told it was a pea party, and the sense of everybody dresses up with something. You were Princess Jasmine, right?
Yes.
Have fun, and everybody got into it.
Everyone got into it. No trouble, just all fun.
Sure, you started strong and finished strong.
I don't know.
That's good. At least you didn't sit on the fence. Ioka sprayed his first one. Was a hook to the left. Can he recalibrate? Well, just, and gets the numbers done. We're locked up in a Wednesday night league. It's Te Atatu 10, Glenora 10. Good first half of footy. Glenora certainly making Te Atatu do the work, and they've responded. But they've responded quickly, and that's what will make the coaching staff at Te Atatu very happy. A little over 11 minutes to play. Now Glenora have to reset because they've seen what happens when you just don't keep your head in the game.
Yeah, they've got to slow the momentum down of the Roosters. They're just, marching up the field.
Phoenix Hunapo with the restart. It's another high restart, and safely taken by Sean Tempest from the Te Atatu Roosters. Not a bad crowd in for the last Wednesday night league. Reminding, of course, that we have a women's championship final, grand final, as Buchanan plays the ball. Oh, how about that? That's strong D by Sam Haloholo. Again, though, quick play. Kalan Clyde, the try scorer, looks up, moves into enemy territory. Slowed down finally, over the top. Comes Haloholo again. Ooh. Had the desired effect. That hurt. They go to the air. They had success here last time. Is it going to be allowed to bounce? Yes, it is. And that's always dangerous. Still the last. They better get back. Yes, they do. Montel Tuese will want to make up for dropping it last time. Now just clean plays is what's required. Vake plays the ball. Still 10 out from their own line, the Bears. That's what they want. Just a nice clean play and a quicker play the ball. Not that there was much of a play the ball on that. Vake monstered. Here he is. Made an impression last week, did Suape Kavaluki. Time off quickly. That's Kalan Clyde. Now they're looking at his, trying to figure out, he's holding his left knee. They may have lost him for a moment here. He's not happy. What do you think, Dr. Rota?
It's definitely his left knee.
Okay, well, we'll leave it at that.
He did get bent awkwardly, though.
Yeah. Quote, definitely his left knee. Good safe play, Doc. So Kavaluki, smile on his face, sucking in the big ones. But boy, last week, if you'd watched Wednesday Night League, he made an impact. It's the last one. You know Hunapo's going to the air, but he's going long. Going to split the defence. Now, you won't want that to go too far. That's exactly what's done. They handed an extra tackle and to the set to the Roosters. Quickly taken back by Rob Twigamala. And he'll just take the hit. That's right. Slow it down is what the Bears need to do. And he's knocked on, has he?
No, I think he's called penalty.
My apologies. I heard knock on in my ears. They were trying to slow it down. They were listening to what you were saying. Slow the play the ball down. And it was...
Oh, that's a hard
Hang
one.
on. How did they get... Yeah. Say it. That's a hard call.
Yeah, it is a
it's
hard
a hard
call.
call. Oh, they stop in his tracks. Fine Wakatakakala try score in this half, and they stopped him pretty dead. Suape getting back slowly. This is John Sule. Bounces off 1, won't bounce off 2, 3, and 4. Messi in the play. Paco. Jackson plays the ball. Suape's in his way. Play on called. Not going to get away with that. James Hickey chopped down. They're coming. Watch out. The Roosters might be crowing again. Ioka slips one and goes all the way. Zion Ioka. Feeble defence. And there's another 4-pointer for the Roosters. They will be disappointed in that, but you could just feel the momentum coming from the Roosters. Once again, quick play the balls.
Yeah, they've been very hard to contain, but just, you know, a little bit of a show and go. Nearly trips up, but manages to find the line. But you're just sensing that, you know, the momentum that the Roosters have got at the moment is going to be hard to contain if they don't sort of sort out that ruck defence around the ruck area and the line speed. They need to push up, you know, to cut down any yards that the Te Atatu Roosters are gaining easily at the moment. He
targeted Mark Tuisalenga too, who was reaching at the end anyway, and there was no communication between him and his outside man. So they've paid the price, the Glenora Bears, and the Roosters have cashed in. 14-10, kick to come. Cool night here at Mount Smart number 2. Reminding, of course, that at Go Media Stadium, Mount Smart this weekend, the Warriors are back at home. Tigers this weekend, don't they? Benji's Tigers?
Yeah.
Yep. They'll need a big win for that one.
Surely.
Well, they'll just need the W, to be fair.
Big one will be good, though.
Yeah. Gosh, if Warriors fans think they're having a hard season, you wouldn't want to be a Tigers fan. Because despite the fact that they are not winning, they're still playing some pretty enterprising footy. But Benji is blooding a lot of young men. Ioka, oh, he's done it again. So he seems to have a bit of an issue with this hook. And so he doesn't get the extras and allows the Bears to stay close. 14-10. Roosters lead the Bears in Wednesday Night League. It's the last round of the regular season. A full set of games this weekend around the Auckland region. Remember, in the Fox, every game being played at 2:30. A little over 5 minutes to play. This man here, Phoenix Hunupo, needs to take a bit of juice out of his kicks. And like that first 20 minutes we saw, those 40-20s or near 40-20s. Caused all sorts of bother. That's when they scored. The restart. It's a high kick to restart. Oh, it's been allowed to bounce back. Thankfully, it didn't be knocked on. And Tempest again, first hit up and makes a good carry. 15 is on. That's Cypress Newey in an acting half. And it's been lost. So a good result for the Bears. Happy days on the sideline. Boys, you're 4 points behind. It'll be happy days if you're 4 points in front with 5 to play. Long way to go. So they've got a result at a critical part of the match. Under 5 to play. Scoring now would really be a bonus. So Glenora, pretty much the all-blue. Te Atatu in the red, white and blue, which is French colours. It's all very Olympic, isn't it? Roosters, right. French symbol. Here we go. This is Lemeki Namor, scored in this half already. It's another good carry. That's Abraham Vakai, who's come off the bench. Here comes Suape. Oh, ran straight into Jackson Parker, bounced off. Made 3, lost 2. Still coming. Hunapo looks up. Tuavai gets it away. This is Vake. Vake's stopped. Tuavai's waiting. Where does he go? He finds Phoenix. Little grubber this time. Is it too much again? Yes. I think you've got to realise it's almost like Super League in goals here. Nothing.
Yeah, they are very small in goals. Can just have to tap the ball.
Now, this is danger because you can see that the Glenora Bears are trudging back. They're not getting back quickly. And again, that's cost them in the past. It's a very near pass too. Recent pass, like 10 minutes ago. 14-10, clock's counting. Just under 3 to play now. Get themselves to halfway, the Roosters.
Majority of the time, the Glenora Bears markers are not even square, not even going to be able to make a tackle. So they really need to tidy that up because they're just gaining so many metres around the ruck area.
Ayoka looks up. He finds John Sully. Bit of work still for the Roosters to do as the clock counts down. Ioka goes to the air. They've had joy from this last time and they're going to get it again. And Montel Tuesius now got the shivers a little bit on that. So it's going to be a great position to start the set just before the half is blown. The Bears can hold them here. That'll stand them in good stead, at least for the start of the second half. You don't want to concede now. Under 2 to play, 14-10, the Roosters lead. The Roosters' loss would be, as they would say, unforgivable. But they've got a very strong for and against. Otahu play Richmond this weekend, and even if they're to lose, I mean, Richmond would have to pile on something. Otahu would have to pile on something like 50 or 60 points clean. Here come the Roosters. Big ball out. Beautiful pass from Ioka. Finds James Hickey. Besule looks up. There's John Sully. It's a family affair tonight. 4 Suleys. This is Cypress Nui. Big long pass. Finds Ioka, but that one goes to the deck. Ioka picks it up. That's the brother. Now, is that knocked on? No, came off the legs. So Tuigamala breathes a sigh of relief. Roosters still alive. This is Zion Ioka going nowhere fast, and he's lost the ball. So strong D by the Bears. With under a minute to play, they just need to play it safe. Get to the half, and that'll set them up for the second.
Yeah, just want to take their time getting out of here. Everyone looks pretty tired. Last thing they want to do is try and get too expansive so close to the Te Atatu try line, especially with only 30 seconds on the clock. They want to play it safe. Don't want any more points conceded against them. The Glenora Bears going into halftime with 14-10 would be more beneficial for them.
Crystal, the enjoyable part of this game is both teams want to work the ball. You know, they're playing a pretty solid brand of footy tonight.
Yeah, it's been good footy to watch. You know, even defensively, everyone's sort of getting their body in front. It's been quite physical. And you could see, you know, the Glenora Bears, although they've only had 1 win this year, they want to be the team to upset Te Atatu Roosters, who are trying to get a good win here tonight.
That's a great first up run from Bruno Tuivai. Gee, wouldn't it be great if they could score just before the half? Here's Suape. Takes 3 of the Roosters with him. Almost time up in the first half. And there is the hooter. And we are done for the first half in the last Wednesday Night League for 2024. It's a tight one. Te Atatu 14, Glenora 10. We'll take a look at those tries from the first half and then keep going with more of the great game of rugby league.
Bustle, Toko,
Uso,
Mate,
Talofa, Vinaka Saipe.
It's seventh season. When are you sending the money over?
Don't worry about it. It's sent through ClickX. It's fast and easy.
But how fast will the money get here?
Oh, heckers, mate. It's like this fast.
Hurry up, man. Hurry up. Oh, sorry. We'll buy that TV.
ClickX for super fast, easy money transfers to Tonga, Samoa, Fiji, Vanuatu, Cook Islands, and Papua New Guinea. Go to clickx.com now.
Introducing Curo by Downlights, exclusively at Briscoe's, where luxury meets purpose. At Downlights, we believe in the power of diversity, equity and inclusivity. That's why we're proud to employ industrious young adults with Down syndrome and learning disabilities. With every Downlights candle or Briscoe's Curo home fragrance purchase, you are supporting meaningful employment opportunities for young disabled New Zealanders. Briscoe's proudly supports Downlights.
Tasman FX are the trusted global payment specialists in Australia and New Zealand, offering a streamlined, cost-effective and simplified approach to global payments and FX. Our experienced consultants will tailor your foreign exchange to best suit your needs. With highly competitive exchange rates and outstanding customer service across a broad range of foreign exchange services. Take the stress out of FX with Tasman Foreign Exchange. Visit tasmanfx.com for more information.
Last time I checked, I'm still hot, real hot. Kept it dope without a pill pop. Built cars, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I still that guy that did it on my own. Stay independent for you to get what I'm getting. It will probably take a village. Just give me a minute, turn a snippet to a hit, and now they all want a percentage, but I'm only paying visits. Big dog, hit 'em with thick thumbs and a quick draw. Pit boss, if they ain't playing, they getting kicked off. Jigsaw, I got 'em puzzled, got 'em a bit lost. It's a feeding frenzy, I put a beat in a pig trough. Got it on lock, got the password. Type of thing you couldn't manufacture. 10,000 hours, got it mastered. Can't you see the pattern? Last time I checked, I'm still hot, real hot. Kept it dope without a pill pop. Built cars, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I still hot, real hot. Kept it dope without a pill pop. Built cars, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I'm still the man in my town. They had to crown me.
Half-time at Mount Smart number 2 on Wednesday Night League for the final time in 2024, and it's the number 3 team in the comp, the Atatu Roosters, only ahead by 4 against the number 11 team, the Glenora Bears. And it was the Glenora Bears that started off the stronger in the first half, and the intercept try from Tamale was strong.
Oh, it was a beautiful intercept by Tamale. He read the kick very well. He was hanging back out of the defensive line, but he spotted that the kick was coming across, timed it perfectly, and got the intercept. And this beautiful kick here from Hunapo, just beautiful height more than anything, was hard to catch, and Namoa was in to score another try for the Glenora Bears. That was their second try.
And that was the feature too, Hunapo's kicking game in the first half. Probably a little bit too strong, so needs to take some heat off it, but wasn't long before the Roosters came back.
Oh, yeah, it was off the error by Tuese, who's been having a bit of a mare at the back on the high kicks. But, yeah, the Roosters capitalised on that, and they scored their first points of the game.
Yeah, Vako Takakala gets a try, and then they just sort of went to sleep a little bit.
Yeah, Clyde from dummy half just spotted the space in behind the ruck, beautiful dive in there. But it was a lot of groundwork from the Roosters up to this point. They had good momentum, good ruck speed, and then that was obviously had the defensive line of Glenora under all sorts of pressure.
And then on the other side, almost a similar story, but this time Ioka with the step and just some poor D.
Yeah, it was just a beautiful show and go by Ioka. And, just slid over the defensive line. But the Roosters, they made a good comeback. They were down 10-0 at one point, but they've brought themselves back into the game to take the lead at halftime, 14-10.
So it is the Roosters with their beaks in front at halftime. The numbers look a little bit like this. They've had slightly less possession. Completion rate has been way down as opposed to the completion rate of the Bears, but the most important thing is they lead by 14 points to 10. You may have seen in that commercial break some young women in the past week working out with the head of women's rugby league and college rugby league at the Auckland Rugby League, Letitia Taylor. And that was the academy they ran to teach the girls a lot about what it means to be a professional footy player. And Crystal spoke with her earlier this evening.
Well, kia ora, Tish. You've recently launched the first female ARL Academy. Could you just give us a little bit more insight into what this actually is?
Yeah, so our ARL Academy was held for our top 30 16s and 18s girls from various clubs around Auckland. The academy pretty much centred around the upskilling of our girls on the transition from club rugby league to representative rugby league. And the academy was run by coaches that have various experience from grassroots level all the way up to NRLW and international level.
And what was the purpose around launching and starting this academy?
Yep, so we noticed that we had a large number of girls being signed to NRL Pathways teams. So we had 53 girls over the last 3 years be signed into Australian-based NRL Pathways teams. But that number didn't show the amount of girls that were signed into squads and didn't take the field or didn't finish their pre-seasons. So we had a large number of girls that were signed to NRL teams but unfortunately didn't make it to the field or didn't make it past pre-season. And we brought it back and down to the fact that our girls were transitioning straight from club rugby league into an elite pre-season, which is very hard and understandable that the girls were going over without their families and stuff, so it makes it very difficult for them to be successful in those areas. So we thought we'd run this academy and try our best to upskill our girls and make sure that when they do progress into that next level that they are successful when they do so.
Well, that sounds like great progression heading forward. What opportunities do you see arising from the launch of this academy heading into the future?
Yep, so hopefully if we can continue to do programs and projects like this, we can sort of emphasise the amount of talent that we do have here, and it may push external clubs such as the Warriors to put in Tasha Gale teams, Lisa Field teams and those Pathways teams that can set our girls up here so they don't have to leave their families and pursue their dreams overseas.
Awesome. Thank you for all your work that you're doing for our ladies in the pathways of our game.
Thanks, Crystal. Appreciate it.
Muscle, tempo,
Uso,
nights.
Talofa, Vinaka Saipe.
It's 7th season. When are you sending the money over?
Don't worry about it. It sends through ClickX. It's fast and easy.
But how fast will the money get here?
Oh, heckers, mate. It's like this fast.
Hurry up, man. Hurry up. oh, sorry. We'll buy that TV.
ClickX for super fast, easy money transfers to Tonga, Samoa, Fiji, Vanuatu, Cook Islands, and Papua New Guinea. Go to clickx.com now.
Wednesday Night League all set to go for the second 40 in this Fox Memorial Premiership game, and referee Green gets us underway. It will be the Glenora Bears to kick off, trailing by 4 against the Atatu Roosters. And a try score for the first half with a great carry. That's Whina Vako Takakala. That's a hell of a way to start the half for your team. Looks up, finds Paco. Paco dumped to the deck by Abraham Vakai. Souls on in the 19 jersey for Atatu. Wow, Mr. Green suddenly really quick into the tackle. They want to slow it down. He's not going to really allow them to slow it down too much.
Yeah, he wants to keep the game at a good pace.
So this is the way you want to start a match. If you want to really show everybody else that you mean business in the Fox and want to go on and win this championship. The Roosters currently in 3rd position. A win tonight will temporarily take them to number 2. Takakala, what a carry. Already 10 out. Nui looks up and they find runners. Oh, that's going close. And will he be taken out? James Hickey? Yes, he will. Now that's good D.
Yeah, good desperation defence, good goal line defence from the Glenora Bears.
Coach Rob from the Atatu Roosters probably a little bit disappointed with that start. It started super well. So Bears now have to work themselves out of their own territory, and the defence is already up on them. Strong defence, 3 in the tackle. Here's Suwape. Always will commit 3 players on to try and stop the big fella.
Yeah, you can see the defence of the Roosters, they really get in nice and tight, and it's really controlled when they take the player to the ground, which allows them to sort of get up and be square and be a marker. Whereas on the other side, well, in this instance, I've just probably did commentator's curse.
Hey, that's okay.
But on the flip side with the Glenora Bears, they're sort of falling off in the tackles, and it's not as controlled, which hasn't allowed them to sort of be tight around the ruck area. And it's definitely been a difference between the two sides tonight.
So a chance now for the Bears to try and level this game up and even go a nose in front. Winnipole taking his time. Sawape. Chop down. Good tackle by Jackson Tapako down low. Winnipole again getting involved. He's really steering this team around beautifully. Tuigamala wasn't going too far. Excuse me, that was John Vake. He just stalled a little bit here. 22 out. Holds up. Siwape. Puts a little dummy on, but look at that. Carries a good 5 meters, maybe 6. Keep counting. 5 and last. Slow play the ball. What can Glenora throw at them? Well, they'll throw the boot of Unipo. Now that's come off. I thought that was knocked on first by Atatu, and they've called knock on Glenora. Hang on a moment. So there's the Glenora player there. They're saying it's been knocked on by... Oh, wow. Okay, so was it the left hand of Donald Brown that was first contact? Got to move on. Director Dan saying nothing, but I know what he's thinking. So, high ball taken by Robin Herbert. Manages to settle it down, and then Suape goes in to try and just slow it right down. Got to get up, though. William Vake is on. So they're amping up their D at the moment, the Glenora Bears. They want to put all the pressure back on the Roosters. Tempest. He's been good. He's just done what the doctor ordered. Catch the ball, run hard, make meters. Got to be careful. 5 and last. Their kick well inside the 40. It's come off a foot, but it's been picked up nicely by the Glenora Bears. But he's Sonia Tamale, the try scorer, just playing games with the sideline. Something you do not want to do. There's John Vake. So the backs trying to help the forwards out. That is their job. Lemeki Namor looks up, finds some space, grabs a quick 10. So inside the Roosters half now, the Bears. Papani is back on in the dummy half roll. Oh, good tackle. That's a great tackle on Donald Brown by Cyrus Newey. This is William Vake. William Vake still going. 5 and last.
Go, nothing late.
Bears want some result. They'll go again to the boot of Unapo. The chase is on. Where's it come off? So knock on Glenora.
Wait. Where you go?
So again, the Roosters have to work hard out of their half. There's a good shoulder from William Vake. Newey finds a run. Another good shot. And there was Suape down low, Babani up over the top. Another shot. They're just throwing their bodies, Glenora, at Atatu. If you're going to work out of your half, you've got to feel it. That's a better carry. 10 out from halfway, still moving. Newey looks up, finds a runner. And there's Vako Takakala just on halfway, but they're running out of tackles. They'll go to the air off Ioka. This time nicely taken. Sunia Tomata gets away, but Mother Nature and that slippery deck works against him. Oh!
What a hit.
Welcome back. That's Fine. Gets Lemeke. I've been liking the work here of Carlos Donald Brown. Pops up when you least expect him and still just moving forward.
Yeah, he's been having a good game. Started the game with plenty of defence. Gets involved in attack too.
Malako Kupu's on. Malako Kupu's back on 22. Yeah, they've taken Suape off. Loto Suli's on. And Tempest is getting a spell. Here's a good run by Robin Herbert for the Roosters. They'll have to be very careful here not to stay on the tackler too long. They keep on rolling. There's Suli back on, fresh from the bench. Lotto still rolling. And lost the ball in the tackle. Knock on. So Craig Godfrey, the coach of the Roosters, will be a little disappointed. There comes the knock on there. Regathered it, but it had already been knocked on. So Bears ball, but still trailing by 4. This is Bruno Tuivai. That's a forward pass. That's way forward from Vake into Haloholo. That was just too obvious. That's disappointing because they were starting to work themselves out of their half, and those are the coach killers.
Oh, they definitely are. But you can't. You've got to give it up to Glenora. They've been grinding and working hard this whole game, giving it their all. Considering where they're standing on the ladder, they're just putting it out there, showing that this is their last game. But then they're not down and out about it. They're still putting on the best performance they possibly can. That was shades of last week, actually. Just little errors that crept in and cost them. Oh, but it didn't cost them. Excuse me, what am I saying? That was shades of last week of both sides, and it cost them at that point in the time. Remember, of course, Glenora got their first win last week. And the Oscar goes to Bruno Tuivai. Oh, I just can't with that moustache. It just makes it look even funnier. So look, he takes the play out. So Opesuli didn't like it. He's been watching a little bit of football. A little bit too much Premier League. The late reaction. Whoa! At least we're sharp enough not to allow it to get away with it.
And now Mark, team's here, hold, wait.
Roosters with the ball. Sully gets one out in front of him, drags it in nicely. Good carry, just inside the 10. Roosters on the prowl. Ioka He finds Soul. Knew he's waiting. And lost ball. So it's the Roosters feeling the pressure.
Yeah, and that's, the Glenora is putting the pressure on them to enforcing those errors.
Still giggling about Bruno Tuivai. Just a reminder, the annual awards are on the 24th of August. Remember, finals day is the 17th of August at Go Media Stadium, Mount Smart. And then a week later, it'll be the awards. Coming up, the Championship Women's Grand Final, the Scorpions against the Richmond Roses. The Richmond Roses would certainly like a win there after celebrating their 30th anniversary at the weekend. What if they celebrated as well as the Papakura ladies?
Never.
So, good start to the set for Glenora. Oh, they're getting messy in the tackle. That is Bruno Tuivai. Short pass. And that's Limiki Namua.
Away from the back. And square. Hold. Wait. Get off the ball. Hold it. Wait. Inside 40.
Good kick away. They've let it bounce. They've got to be careful here. Oh, a little bit of indecision. But finally, Opesule regathers the ball and they set themselves up for the set. Robbie Nathan's back on for William Vake.
And square. Hold. Wait.
Roosters holding a slim 4-point lead in Wednesday Night League here at Mount Smart number 2. Bit of step and going nowhere for Penufingota. Newey. That's, well, gee whiz. If the other ball was forward, that was forward. 5 and last. Are they going to run it? They're going to have a crack at it. They're running it on the last. Still the last. He's forgotten about it. We went to play the ball. He'd forgotten it was the last tackle. Oh, disappointing. Disappointing for John Sully and the Te Atatu Roosters.
Yeah, not sure if it was a bit of miscomms that it was the 5th and final, but yeah, it's not usually the option you'll take on the 5th and final.
But, good to see. I don't mind a team running on the last if they're confident, right? You got to give things a crack, right? Remember the time? It must have been 3 or 4 years ago when every 5th in the NRL was just kick. Boring. Don't like boring footy on Wednesday Night League. Drop ball. So it's back in the hands of the Roosters, and Fine Vakautakakala will start the set. Just 10 inside the Bears half. Got to be careful, the Bears. That's the second little error they've made in their own half. This is Bako. Jackson getting ripped back by Malakai Kupu and co. Malakai's now on for Papani. Looks up Ioana Ziorka. He goes through. Zion. Oh, he tried the dummy. Almost got away with it too. Oh, they get the extra set. Zion Ioka.
Yeah, thought he was in again for another try with the same show and go.
Malakai Cooper walks past.
Did he knock the ball out of his hand?
He did. Yeah, a little naughty. That's what you'd say. Naughty. Loto Sully. Inching their way towards the Bears line to extend the lead. Here come the Chooks. Right through. Does he get over? Does Karia Ioka get in? Yes, he does. And another Ioka is on the board. This time it's Karia. All too easy. They've broken through in the second half. Karia Ioka for the Roosters.
Yeah, they really had to work hard for that try, though, the Te Atatu Roosters. Glenora didn't just give it away that easy. It's good play, though.
Oh, boy, a loose arm out by Robbie Nathan. Wasn't much of an effort to try and let him go through, but he caught him off step.
Yeah, Papani tried his best, though, to make that tackle, wrap it up, and I thought he could have just got under, but Yeah, he did well there, but he managed to roll over and score that try.
18-10. That hurts. That hurts the Bears because they were holding him pretty solidly too. Now, his kicking has been at 33% in this game so far. Zani Yorker had a pretty good game last week, kicked 4 from 5. He's only kicked 1 from 3 at the moment. So let's see how he goes. He's about 18 out and probably 15 in from the grandstand touchline here at Mount Smart number 2. Stephen McIver, Crystal Roto calling this from the John Walker Lounge. Just waiting for Crystal to break out into some rhythm and blues a little bit later on to celebrate the last night of the Wednesday Night League.
Rhythm and blues.
Strikes it nicely this time and adds the extras. Gets the 100% this time. Zani Yorker, that's 2 from 4. So he's back up. He's gone up to 50%, but it's 20 points to 10. The Roosters lead the Bears in Wednesday Night League. Not you, rhythm and blues? How about a little swing?
What is that?
You know, swing like Michael Bublé or the late great one, Frank Sinatra. No?
Do I look like that kind of person?
Never know. Never judge the book by its cover. Get the feeling that's a no. The Bears with the restart. Now they've got a bit more work to do, and the Roosters will be high on confidence after that try. Lotosuli says to Robbie Nathan, on your backside, boy, and Suli's away. Look at the big boy go. Oh, wow. Hunapo dropped to the deck, and they're still going. What a start to the set. Roosters waiting. Sol looks up, finds Yorker. And there he goes again, John Suli. He's been threatening. He wants a 4-pointer. Roosters, they're hanging back. They better be careful. Hickey plays the ball, comes out, finds Karia Ioko. Back inside for Vako Takakala. He scored already. The Bears' defense is up and wary. Can they strike on this set? Ioka looks up. Herbert outside. Good hands. What a try for Rob Tuigamala.
Beautiful hands. Beautiful
That
pass.
is how you do it. That's one set.
I know. What a beautiful set. Oh, it started by that barnstorming run, though. And good support play right throughout the whole team. But look at this. What a run.
Suli.
1, 2. Get off me.
3. Keep counting, Crystal. Keep counting well. That will take 3 or 4. And Zani Yorker, it's the ball here from Herbert. Watch this. Cut out ball. Nice hands. Fingertips pick up by Rob Tuigamala. And that's the 5th try for the Roosters. Look at the hands here. Watch closely.
Beautiful pass too, but beautiful hands. And put down even. It's very slippery at this time of night in the East Field, so he did well to catch that and then plant that the way that he did. What a beautiful team try.
Cracker. 24-10. They've come alive, the Roosters. It's taken them a while. And now Zani Yorker will want to add the extras and keep the pressure well and truly on the Glenora Bears. If you're watching this on Sky Sport or the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel, welcome to Mount Smart number 2 on a Wednesday evening, the 24th day of July, 2024. Strikes it well. Again, just hooks it around, so he doesn't get it this time, but it's 24-10, and he's a happy man as Rob Tuigamala. That was a heck of a pickup. They're the ones you remember. He'll be sitting down going, remember that one where I was almost got on my hands, but I got my fingertips, they had little piece of glue on them, and I crashed it down. Yeah, I remember it well. It was on TV too. Bang, well done. Gotta love the great game of rugby league. The Bears with the restart. trailing now by 14. Here's the man that set up that try, Loto Suli. This time, Robbie Nathan will not allow himself to be bounced off, because he was certainly bounced off in that last try. Certainly up the pace of the game now. Play the boys a lot quicker. Takakala wants a quick play. They're at halfway. The Roosters are ready. Cypress Newey looking up. They love keeping the ball in hand. They're finding some gaps now. They better be careful. This is James Hickey wanting a quick play the ball. Referee Green all over them. Make sure they play ball, so to speak. Takakala again with another carry. 5 and last for the Roosters. What will they do? Will they go to the air? Ioka, just a little chip and chase being picked up and taken by Sohape. Yeah, Kawaluki. Now they need to turn that defence into a swift attack. They're finding a little bit of space now through John Vake. How about Sohape? Good on you, buddy. Here's your fave, Bruno Tuivai. You're well handled. Just driven back by the likes of James Hickey and co. Be quiet tonight, Michael Vaiono, the one about to play the ball. Haven't seen too much of him. Suape. His cutout pass hits the deck, but it's at least it's picked up and flirting with the line. Got to be careful, Lemeki. That was too close to the line. Had everybody sharp intake of breath on the bench. Unupo to the air. The chase is a good one. Oh, nicely taken. Maybe not. So, maybe I got a little bit excited. So he didn't take him in the air, he just took him high. Papani. Well, actually, there was that arm on ball.
Yeah, didn't touch anywhere around his head. But
arm on ball. Watch it closely. Here he comes. So there, and the first contact?
On the ball.
On the ball. So, yeah. And slipping. So
he's been good tonight, though. Papani. Good ball distribution as a hooker. Not the biggest bloke, but puts his body in front and makes his tackles in the middle.
Sounds like another hooker talking about another hooker.
Yeah.
No? Love hookers. My name's Crystal.
Hey. Goodness, maybe I'm glad it's last night of Wednesday Night League. I'm actually had enough of you, my friend.
Wow.
Giving me grief.
Throwing shade already and still got a game and a bit to go. It's going to be a long night. So, under 17 minutes to play. It's Atatu 24-10. We've got to figure out the Health Basics player of the matches.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Has anyone stood out at this point? I mean, I must say, he's in and out of the game, but I do like the work of Carlos Donald-Brown and for the Glenora Bears. But on the flip side, there are a number of players who have sort of seemingly done the job. I mean, Kalan Clyde early in the match.
Yeah, he was good before he got injured.
Kadia Ioka, two Ioka boys. I mean, they're spreading the love between the players, the Roosters, and it's going to be a little bit of a difficult one. Doesn't have to come from the winning team, mind. Here's Lemeki Namor for the Bears. Inside the half now of the Roosters. Robbie Nathan. Here's Suape. I don't think we can give it to Suape because I think he won it last week.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Love his effort.
And that's what's really impressive. Oh, nice ball from Nathan. Looks up, finds Vaiono. Vaiono walks straight into some trouble. In the form of his opposite number, John Sully. I've got to say, Hunapo has impressed me. And there's Donald Brown. Gets on away. Went to deck. I've got to say, Hunapo has been pretty impressive, leading a team around. It's been on the back foot for probably a good 30 minutes now. But as Carlos Donald Brown, he actually, there was a bit of a half no-looker, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Hunapo was good in the beginning with his, he kept the Bears in the game with his kicking game.
Okay, well
definitely a tough one.
I will defer to your expertise a little bit later on. We'll probably announce it. We will announce it, the Health Basics player of the match Around 5 minutes to go in the half. Vako Takakala. Vako Takakala, he could be in the running because he is, every time he's touched the ball, there has something happened, and he's been doing big minutes as well. Loto Suli's been on and off the bench, and he's been impressive as well. But Fino Vako Takakala will be in the running. Scored the first try for the Roosters. And doing it both on offense and defense. They go to the air. Oh, they've gone high. Lost that one in the dark for a moment, and they're going to let it bounce. And Vako picks it up, and he gets a free run. Vako's away. Watch out. Gets chopped down. Knew he gets him. Slows down the momentum. Was that a smile of frustration or nice tackle? Not so sure. Herbert slows down Tamale, the try scorer. Papani looks up. Oh, shot! Suli just threw himself in there. Namoa felt it. Vake again, second carry in the set. Oh, he's run around his own player. That's when the coach just drops the head. John Suli in the 17 has been busy. This 11 has been busy for the Atatu Roosters. Oh, cramp call. So, Atatu, smiles have come out of their faces. Oh, listening to referee Green having a chat to the Roosters. I think they're probably asking, can we keep playing, as this is slowing the game down? Well, hang on, fellas, it's your own player. So the Roosters still with the 14-point lead. Oh, good tackle down low. Jackson Pucko drops pretty quickly. Here's Vako Takakala. The headgear's come off.
Let him go now! Back here.
Daniel Buchanan's back on off the bench. Zion Ioka still holding, still going as Ioka gets the ball away. Looks up, finds Pengu Fingota. He walks into a wall that just broke pretty quickly. They've got to be careful here. Defense got up quickly. Hunupo saw it, but they've allowed. Now they're short on the right-hand side. Suli gets one. John Suli just ran through the wall that just crumbled. And the Roosters are in again, courtesy of John Suli.
Yeah, he's been good tonight too.
Try number 6 for the Chooks. 28-10.
So strong. Look at the power. Phoenix Hunapo trying to hold him up, but too powerful, Suli.
So John Suli gets another for the Roosters, and that lead's now starting to creep away on the Glenora Bears. But I say they're throwing everything at it. I guess the one thing that's been really impressive through the whole season is the amount of work try scorers are doing getting to score the try when they get across the line, because there haven't been a lot of free tries, if you know what I mean. And there's been a lot of defense in it. It's been really impressive. They must be doing a lot of wrestle work.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a part of the game now that's there's a huge focus on. Wrestle, grappling, and it's a lot more evident.
How much work would your Papakura women do in wrestle work?
No, we probably don't. We probably haven't worked a whole lot on grapple and wrestle. Would like to do more of that kind of stuff, though, but...
Ioka, does he get the hook this time? He gets the hook. He's going to have to put a call into Daryl Halligan, the chook, and say, mate, I've got a hook. How do I get rid of it? We'll take it off the line for a start. 28-10. Roosters lead the Bears. You could allow me the odd dad joke. Get a long season, folks. So a little over 10 to play, and the Bears will continue to keep throwing everything they can at the Atatu Roosters. But right now it looks like they will solidify position 3 for the playoffs in the Auckland Rugby League Fox Memorial competition. This is Lotosuli. Oh! And this time it's
lost it.
Donald Brown that goes backwards. Looks good. What's the golfing line? Putt for dough and something for show. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Good show, no dough. Let's leave it at that. Hunapo looks. Papani's at the back. Got a big back line. Here's Malakai Kupu. Lets one get away, rolls and tries to get quick play of the ball. Not going to get it. Slow play of the ball, deservedly so, given the penalty of the Daniel Sol. There's Messi in the play of the ball. Papani now. Want to finish on a high. Abraham Vakai.
Away now, fellas. He's in and hold. Wait.
Papani looks up. Finds Suapi. What a step off the left. He wants that ball away. Does find Papani again. Walks into Vakau Takakala. Under 8.5 to play. Oh, Suapi. He wants more. He wants a try. That's what he wants. He just cannot get enough of that ball.
He deserves a try.
Does deserve a try. So Suapi Kavaluki. Nathan slips. Oh, he'll be gutted. Still a couple of tackles up their sleeve. What have the Bears got to offer? Papani finds Hunapo. That's what they've got. Drop ball. Disappointing. Disappointing. So it would appear that the Health Basics Player of the Match decision has come good. And it will go to, in this final Wednesday Night League, in the men's game, to number 17 for the Te Atatu Roosters. Fine Vako Takakala is your Health Basics Player of the Match, and deservedly so.
Oh, he's got through a whole lot of work through the minutes, the minutes he's been on there. Big minutes. Defensively, when I'm watching him tackle, his tackle tech is awesome. Like he's real good with his wrestle, gets in nice and tight. So he's really good on defence, and then attacking, obviously, he's just been really strong and powerful. Got a try for the Roosters, so well-deserved man of the match.
So the Health Basics Player of the Match for Game 1 tonight will be number 17, Fine Vako Takakala. Scored the first try for the Roosters in the first half. They were trailing 10-0 at the time, and he's lost his headgear, but that hasn't stopped the big fella from just creating mini mayhem on the Mount Smart number 2 this evening. Still to come, the Women's Championship Grand Final. Otara versus Richmond. I've got to say, Glenora are not going out with a whimper here. They are throwing themselves in every tackle. Ball comes out wide. This is Robert Tuikamala. That's Zaini Yoka. Looks for the chip. Does he get the chase? Well, they've let it bounce again. But it's gone backwards, but they better pick it up, and they do. And here he goes. Bruno Tuivai. Still going. Puts an arm out. They can't stop him. Finally, they do. Super carry.
Away now!
Still away, Papani. And look who's waiting for him. Your Health Basic Player of the Match, and Vako Takakala. Oh, swings out wide. This is Abraham Vakai. Vakai, he'll get it away. Looks up, finds Hunapo. Puts that little goosey on. It takes another 5 metres, but it is slowed down by Daniel Buchanan. Papani. Here's Suape. bounces off one. Just brushes John Sully off and will get the penalty. I would love to see a highlight reel of Suape Kavaluki because it'll be a whole heap of fun. And there'd be players bouncing off and he'd be offloading. It looks like he's taken a bit now. That's probably why the penalty. Looks like he's taken a bit of a hit to his noggin. He's looking up. Actually, he had a giggle in there. Maybe he just wants a quick drink. Time off on the clock. 4:54 to play. Still to come that Women's Championship Grand Final. The championship being the division below the Steel Shanks Premiership. Otara Scorpions against the Richmond Roses. Roses celebrating their 30th anniversary over the weekend. I was making reference to the Papakura women having a social at the weekend. That was just their end of season before end of season. And speaking of celebrating the annual awards as well, you would have seen just a moment ago, go to aucklandleague.co.nz to find out about tickets to that one. And if you're a supporter of the Auckland Rugby League, it's a fun night too. Nice touch finder. So they'll start the 17 out from the Roosters line. Tuesi looks up and finds the impressive Carlos Donald Brown. Beats off one, beats off two, beats off three, beats off four, beats off five, and there's fine his stone. He was going sideways, but he was certainly beating players off. Malachi! Does he get across, Kupu? Yes, he does. Malachi Kupu scores late for the Bears. All on the back of this run by Carlos Donald Brown. Just using that big left fend to get rid of the players. It was effective, and then he had to straighten up. Now watch here. Malako Kupu Brown, he had to work for it. That was coming from 12 out. That's a heck of a try. Gee, you might even call that the try of the game just because of the work he had to do. He had bounced off 4 players. Watch it here. Oh, yes. That's worth more than a golf clap. That's worth a big round of applause. Good try by Malachi Kupu. So Papani, short run up. Won't be as flash as the Hunapo one. It'll just be pretty straightforward. Strikes it, but this time he slices it. So we've got a hook and a slice in both their kickers. And it's 28-14. Yeah, thumbs up, buddy. Nice play, Malachi Kupu. 2 tries last week, so 3 in 2 matches. He's doing okay. 28-14, the score. Clock is certainly ticking down. A little over 2.5 to play in this Wednesday Night League match. Zion Yoka restarts us. Here comes Suape, inspired by his teammate Malachi. Donald Brown. Oh, boy, that left fend has certainly paid off. It's Michael Vaiono. Whako Takakala in that tackle. He's our health basics player of the match. Hunapo, cut out ball. Oh, a high shot on Vaka. Yeah. So there's still plenty of fight in the bet. You've got to love it. This is a team that didn't win their first game till last weekend. They celebrated it like they'd won the championship, and they deserved the win too. Another strong touch finder by Hunapo. Can they score before the final siren? Big run, big strong run. Look up. Got to say, Lemiki Namoa has been busy late in the piece. Malachi saying, ref, come on, he's been taken high. Bit slow to get up. Papani's waiting. This is Tulisi. James unable to get that ball away. Good D by the Roosters. Babani looks up, finds a running Robbie Nathan. And guess who's there? Suapi wants that try before the end of the season. Babani holding to Lisi. Bounces off one. Just inches his way through. Bears looking, Donald. Oh, good strong defence. Ball still alive. They're trying to get away, the Bears. Can't do it. And it's been lost. That will be the final throw of the dice for the Glenora Bears. And much credit to them for not giving up, considering they were only down by 4 at the half. And now down by 14. They have thrown everything into it. And with 11 seconds and counting, they've forced a turnover, but it's all just a little bit too late. And that is it. The season is over for the Glenora Bears, but the Atatu Roosters will be playing finals football in the Fox Memorial Premiership. They win this Wednesday night league showdown, 28 points to 14. We'll come back and get some post-game reaction shortly, including our Health Basics player of the match.
Hustle, tempo,
Uso.
night.
Tell off of Vinaka Saipai.
It's 7th season. When are you sending the money over?
Don't worry about it. It sends through ClickX. It's fast and easy.
But how fast will the money get here?
Oh, heckers, mate. It's like this fast.
Hurry up, man. Hurry up. oh, sorry. We'll buy that TV.
ClickX for super fast, easy money transfers to Tonga, Samoa, Fiji, Vanuatu, Cook Islands, and Papua New Guinea. Go to clickx.com now.
Introducing Curo by Downlights, exclusively at Briscoe's, where luxury meets purpose. At Downlights, we believe in the power of diversity, equity and inclusivity. That's why we're proud to employ industrious young adults with Down syndrome and learning disabilities. With every Downlights candle or Briscoe's Curo home fragrance purchase, you are supporting meaningful employment opportunities for young disabled New Zealanders. Briscoe's proudly supports Downlights.
(28-14) the final score, and Te Atatu march on in the 2024 Fox Memorial Premiership. Look at the numbers. Well, the scoreline tells it all, but their possession was still well under the Bears for the majority of the match, and their completion rate certainly wasn't the best, but they just made the most of it, particularly when they got their momentum flowing. Kicking, though, still not flashed by either sides. And 28-14 the final score, but the Glenora should certainly not be disgraced after the great season they've had to finish off with a win and a loss. But let's now get some reaction. We go down to the Te Atatu Roosters camp and get your Health Basics player of the match.
Well, firstly, congratulations on the Health Basics player of the match and a great performance from yourself and the team tonight. You guys will head into second spot for the time being. Where do you think your guys' strengths have been for the season so far to get you to where you are tonight?
I think our strengths is our middles. We're not the biggest middles, but I think we're mobile in the pack. But all together, I think the team's coming together, so that brings a lot of strength to our team all around. Yeah.
And when your team's coming together at this time and point of the season, it's really important. What do you guys think the key focus areas will be heading into finals footy?
Just minimising our mistakes and errors on the field. The longer we hold the ball, I reckon the more chance we get of winning our games. So, yeah.
Well, all the best for finals footy and go well.
Thank you.
Fine Vako Takakala was impressive, scored the first try and was all over it in the match to earn the title of Health Basics Player of the Match. Now let's get some reaction from the Glenora Bears.
Well, it's been a tough season for the Glenora Bears. You've got a good win last week against Atatu, but obviously not tonight. Wasn't the night for you guys. But there's always got to be positives, you know, that you take away from the season and highlights. What would those be for yourself and the team this season?
Just seeing the young boys keep turning up, even though we've had some bad results earlier in the season. Yeah, just seeing them come to training every week just drives the older boys to keep coming. Like Swape, big help in the team. Yeah, he's the one who keeps the young bucks moving, even though he's probably one of the slowest ones in the team. But he's pushing us young bucks. But yeah, it's just that's probably the good thing that I've seen throughout the season.
Well, you've got to have balance, and Suape, you know, he's been playing some good footy, and it's good to see that he's doing that with the young guys. But sort of, you know, there's always tough times in a season, but what do you think has been, you know, like a focus, especially heading into tonight's game against a team that was, you know, sitting in third place?
Well, before coming to this game, we trained their middles because they do got a big, strong middle pack, so our main focus was probably just to go through that middle and then try take a shot in our 20, but they're a bit too strong today, and yeah, that's why the better team won tonight.
Well, all the best, rebuild, and, you know, go again next season.
Thank you.
Hold their heads high, the Glenora Bears, and they bow out for season 2024. Still to come, the Atatu Scorpions, Richmond Roses. It will be the Championship Women's Grand Final coming next, as we remind you that it's always a busy weekend around the Auckland Traps with the Auckland Rugby League. Still the final run of the regular season. The Fox, the Leopards play the Bulldogs. Big one, that one. Sea Eagles, Saints. Howard Hornets against the Scorpions. Pirates against the Bay Roscoe Vikings. And that one there, the Mount Albert Lions, Manukau Magpies, huge. In the Shaman Cup, it's the Hawks, the Panthers. Greyhounds win by default against Tuakau. North Coast, Pukekohe Pythons. The Raiders will face the Jags, and the Ponies have the Manurewa Marlins. And in the final weekend of the Women's Premiership for the Steel Shanks Trophy, Tani Wharau have the Richmond Roses, Scorpions, Lionesses, the Jags. They've got the Howard Hornets and the Papakura Seagulls. Well, they get the bye, so Crystal Road gets the weekend off. We've got more footy coming. We don't have the night off. Still to come, the Championship Premiership coming your way. Atatu versus Richmond live, so stay with us.